Hey y'all, let's make some super quick and easy sourdough snickerdoodle cookies. So first you want to get your butter and you want to cream it really good. You don't want it liquidy, but you do want to cream it. Then you're going to add your 2 egg yolks and you're going to add your vanilla. If you're going to look for the recipe, look for it at the end of the video because I will be showing it. But I like to use Mexican vanilla because it has a richer flavor. I just feel like it really has a much better flavor than just regular, like imitation. I just love it so much. You could use any kind. You could use clear vanilla. I just prefer this one. And as I said, choose whatever you would like and measure with your heart, in my opinion, with the vanilla. Always rescale your machine because you don't want too much and you don't want too little of anything. And then you want to add your sourdough discard, and I am discarding my sourdough discard just right into my bowl, and I'm measuring it out so that way I know how much I need and so I don't get the wrong amounts. And then you want to cream that together really good. And the reason that you want to cream that together is because you want to add all of your wet ingredients at the same time, and you want to add all of your dry ingredients at the same time. You never want to add them all just into one bowl. I think it kind of messes up the texture, and this is a recipe that I have perfected, and trust me, your cookies will never be the same again. So then you want to add some salt. I have some pink Himalayan salt here. Go ahead and add your salt in, and as I said, always rescale out your scale. You're going to be measuring in grams. Eventually I will come out with like the exact measurements in like cups and, you know, teaspoons, tablespoons and whatnot, but for now you're going to need to use your scale and you're going to need to measure it out. Then you are going to go ahead and you're going to get yourself some pure white cane sugar, and you're going to add this straight in there. Again, before you add it, scale out your machine. I cannot stress this enough to anybody. Every single time I see people making mistakes, they always do it because they're getting the measurements and grams and everything wrong because they're not rescaling out their machine, and they are trying to go back in and just add numbers on top of numbers on top of numbers, and it doesn't really work that way in this recipe. You can see that I'm even taking a little bit out because I like to have my recipe perfect. So then you're going to add, after you added, you know, your discard, you add your sugar in. You're going to mix this up really well. This is your wet ingredients. And then you want to make sure that you do cream it. Like I said, I like it, you know, pretty well combined before I add my dry ingredients, because you don't want like clumps of anything, and you do want your butter softened, but you don't want it extremely melted, like I said in the beginning, because then it kind of just messes everything up and it kind of just turns it really liquidy. Now I'm going to start incorporating my dry ingredients. I'm going to do some baking powder, and I'm rescaling out my scale, and then I'm going to add this baking powder in there. And I am going to let you guys know that it does look like quite a bit. It really isn't though when you think about it, but it makes your cookies extremely fluffy. And when I say extremely fluffy, I mean so we went to the store and we bought some SnickerDoodle cookies from Save Mart, and I got my cookies and we kind of compared them. I should have taken a picture, but I didn't. But we compared the two, and mine were so much more superior than the other ones because mine were fluffy, yet chewy, yet soft, it was delicious. Normally what I do recommend is you want to sift your dry ingredients in there. You don't want any clumps, so you do normally want to use a sifter, and you do want to sift your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients. You don't have to put them in a different bowl and then put them inside of your wet ingredients. You can just combine the two into one bowl, like once you're done mixing your liquid ingredients together. You get what I'm saying. But now I'm just going to fold it. You don't want to do like a heavy whisk, and you don't want to do like a heavy stir. I like to fold mine together. And that's just to incorporate everything, because like I said, you don't want to use it as to where you can use a stand mixer or like a hand mixer for these, but once you get everything kind of folded in, you can see that I'm kind of just pressing it up against the walls. I just want to combine it. That's all that I want to do. So I'm going to work on combining this here. Make sure that you scrape the sides and then you do the bottom. As you can see, I'm going to scrape up the bottom. And I'm going, oh guys, let me say this. I tasted this dough as I was making it, and oh my, I could literally make myself sick off of it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to set it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes or so. You're going to let it get really, really cold. And I apologize, but I don't know what happened. That's why I'm doing a voiceover on this video. My sound completely came off. But you can use either a mat or you can get parchment paper. And the trick to parchment paper that people don't realize is, my granny taught me that you're going to put the parchment paper and you're going to wet it and crumble it up. And then you're going to shake the water off and you're going to lay it on your pan, and it kind of molds to your pan. That's the trick to parchment paper. Then I'm going to use about a 1 tablespoon scooper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop out just little balls. And I'm going to eventually end up probably doing about, I think it was like 10 cookies on like 1 cookie sheet. But what I do is I scoop them all out first. Excuse me, I'm still kind of sick here. Scoop them all out, and then once they're scooped out and I have as many as I want, I get cinnamon and sugar and put it in a bowl and I shake it up. Then I take my cookies and I roll it in the cinnamon and sugar and I put them back on the cookie sheet. And then you are going to see how they come out right now. Absolutely scrumptious. Don't mind my dishes, guys. I am a baker, so I use my pans like crazy. But look at these. Now, you do want to remove them. You bake them about 12 to 14 minutes depending, but I do mine about 14 minutes. You do want to take them off of the cookie sheet though, because they do continue to cook on the cookie sheet. A lot of people don't realize that, but they do. So you do want to take them off of the cookie sheet and just put them on like a cooling rack, so that way they will just, get the chance to firm up but not continue cooking at the same time. And I'm going to show you guys the bottoms here. The sugar just, oh my God. And they turned out absolutely delicious. If you guys try these, be sure to tag me in your videos, please, or let me know in my comment section down below what you guys thought about them. I'm so thankful for you guys all. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the bell and like this video and save it.